Today we are going to discuss about previous year gate questions on DC to DC converters. So we'll switch to the first question, that is, the step down chopper is operated in continuous conduction mode. So continuous conduction mode means the current is continuous. Current is continuous. In steady state with the duty cycle T. Duty cycle means what? On time of switch by total time. If V0 is the magnitude of the DC output voltage, so at load end it is V0, at the supply side it is Vs. Now is asking what is the relation. See, in a step down chopper we know the relation between output voltage and input voltage is equal to V0 is equal to duty cycle times Vs. Output voltage is equal to duty cycle times Vs. So tell me what is V0 by Vs? V0 by Vs is equal to D. V0 by Vs is equal to D. So what is the option? That is the A. Okay, it's a simple answer. Next, if you look at the next question, this was asked in 2014. A step-up chopper is used to feed load at 400 volts DC from 240 volts DC source. The inductor current is continuous. So he is telling that used to feed load is used to feed load at 400 volts DC. Step-up chopper from a source at 250 volts DC. Okay, inductor current is continuous and is given the off time period, that is T off. So T off is equal to 20 microseconds. Now it's telling what is the switching frequency of the chopper. Now if you just write, see, this is the output voltage, that is V0 is equal to 400 volts. This is the input voltage, that is Vs is equal to 250 volt. Now the first step. What is V0 is equal to Vs by 1 minus T. So 400 is equal to 250 by 1 minus T. From this can I find D? The D is equal to 3 by 8. Duty cycle is equal to 3 by 8. Okay, now next. After finding D, what is T off? T off is equal to 20 into 10 power minus 6. So T off can be written as, that is 1 minus duty cycle into T is equal to 20 into 10 power minus 6. T on is what? Duty cycle times T. What is T? Total time period. T on plus on off chopper plus off. So what is T off? T minus T on, that is T minus dt. So that is 1 minus d into T. From this can't you find T? So the time period is what? 32 microseconds. If you substitute D there, then you can find, if you substitute D there, you can find T also. So if you find T, what is the switching frequency? What is the switching frequency? That is T is nothing but 1 by F. So F is what? 1 by T. That is 1 by 32 into 10 power minus 6. So you will get 31.25 into 10 cube. So 31.25 kilohertz. That's it. Here, see, is asking off time. So we know the off time. Switching frequency. Switching frequency of the chopper means there is a switch, this switch on, off. What is the switching frequency means? That is 1 by T. Switching frequency means 1 by T. Next, if you see this question, there is he told that there is a power electronic converter shown in the figure. Okay. It has a single pole double throw switch. This is a single pole double throw. Means what? It can be thrown at this position, it can be thrown at this position. The pole P of the switch is connected alternatively to throws A and throws B. What is a converter? In this question, first, if it is thrown to A, tell me what is this? V in and inductor, because it is thrown to A, APM shorting, and there is an output V out. let us suppose you represent this as a VL. Okay, can you tell me what is VL? VL is equal to input voltage minus output voltage. Input voltage minus output voltage is equal to VL. So this is during which one? When it is connected to throw A. When it is connected to throw A. Let us suppose you consider this as a switch closed. So this mode is 0 to time T on. If you consider that. Okay, means in this throw there is a switch. In the second throw, if I use the second throw, then what it will come? PB, both are shorted. Okay, PB, both are shorted. And A is there, and their supply voltage is there. They both are disconnected. These both are disconnected. Means can I remove this? Can I remove this? Can I remove this? Then it is short. Then there is an inductor. Then there is a resistor. Inductor voltage is VL. Output voltage is Vout. Tell me what is VL. This time period is, this mode is from T on to T. That is where the switch is open. Means this switch. The switch is open. In this mode, tell me what is VL. VL is equal to, if I just write KVL plus VL plus Vout is equal to 0. So what is VL? VL is equal to minus Vout. So this answer is minus Vout. So just before doing that, I will remove these things. So this answer is what? Minus Vout. So VL is equal to minus Vout. Okay, if I write what is VL average, always average voltage across inductor is 0. That means that 1 by T integral 0 to T VL of T dt, that is the average formula, is equal to 0. From this I can write 1 by T integral 0 to T on what is VL, that is V in minus Vout, plus T on to T, what is Vout, minus Vout. From this I can get, this is equal to 0. First I will write these answers, then I will equate to 0. From that I can write 1 by T V in minus Vout into T on minus Vout into T minus T on. Okay, this completely is equal to 0. Yeah. So I'm shifting this to here. From that I can write this is equivalent to 0. I can write V in minus Vout into T on. This T goes there, that is 0, plus minus Vout into T minus T on is equal to 0. Then this answer would become V in into T on is equal to Vout into T. From that we can write Vout, output voltage, is equal to input voltage into T on by T. T on by T is nothing but what? Duty cycle times V. We know that duty cycle is always less than 1 because T on by T is always less than 1. In a total time period, on time is always less than the total time period because total time period is nothing but T on plus T off. So duty cycle is less than 1. So what is that meaning? Vout is output voltage is less than input voltage. Output voltage is less than input voltage. So it is a which chopper? It is a step down chopper or a buck converter. You have to do these things. Otherwise, it's easy. He has asked this question for a single mark. Okay, so I always say one logic that if the inductor is at the load side, it's a step down chopper. If the inductor is at the source side, it's a step up chopper. If the inductor in the middle, the inductor position in the middle, then it is called buck boost converter. It's a combination of step up or step down. So it's a buck boost chopper. These are the three things. If the inductor is at the source side, it is a step up chopper. If the inductor is at the load side, it's a step down chopper. If the inductor is at the middle, means at this position, it's a buck boost. So the inductor is at the load, so it's a step down chopper. So what is the answer? This. So you can remember that also. Next. Now, these two related to DC to DC. What are these? Rectifier means you are converting AC into DC. Rectifier means it is converting AC into DC. What is the input? Input is a DC, so these two can be easily removed. These two are not at all the answers. Okay, these two are not at all the answers. Okay, next we'll switch to, you see this question, in the following chopper, means he told that it is a which converter he hasn't told. He told the duty cycle. So duty cycle is what? 0.4. Inductor and capacitor are sufficiently large. So inductor is sufficiently large. Normally, inductor is sufficiently large to ensure continuous inductor current. Capacitor is sufficiently large to ensure ripple-free capacitor voltage. Ripple-free capacitor voltage. He's asking what is the charging. He's telling that the charging current in this one is 5 amperes on the steady state. Charging current in the battery of this 5 amperes. What is the current flowing through this charging current? Okay, he's asking that. Now I will tell you. In this case, he hasn't told which chopper it is. That means step down chopper or step up chopper or buck boost converter. It can be anything. But see, where is the inductor located? If the inductor is located, see, it is located at the load side. If it is located at here, then it is a boost converter. If the inductor is located at this position, it is a buck converter or step down chopper. If the inductor is located at this position, then it is a buck boost converter. Since the inductor is located at this position, it's a buck converter. So for buck converter, tell me what is the output voltage? Output voltage is equal to duty cycle times Vs. So output voltage, what is supply voltage? 20. What is duty cycle? 0.4. So what is the output voltage? 8 volts. So output voltage is 8 volts. So this will experience an 8 voltage. This will experience an 8 voltage. 5 volts, 3 ohm. This will experience an 8 voltage. And also you told one statement. What is the statement? Ripple free capacitor voltage. See, normally the capacitor voltage will be increasing or decreasing like this. It will be decreasing and then increasing or decreasing, increasing. It will be. This has ripples. Ripples means maximum to minimum distance. Ripple. He's telling that capacitor is very, very high, so that capacitance means what? Opposition to this change. So it will be almost constant. So this 8 volts will be also almost constant. So we can consider that as a DC battery. 8 volts. Tell me what is the charging current? The charging current is what? The charging current is what? IC. This is charging current through the battery. What we name, normally we name this one as a load current, I naught. Okay, he named it like charging current through battery. Now tell me what is this answer? -8. So always current flows from higher potential to lower potential, just like water flowing from higher potential to lower potential. So first you are touching -8, then you are touching plus. What is this? I into 3. Then you are touching plus 5 is equal to 0. So 3i is equal to 8 minus 5. That is 3. So tell me what is I? I is equal to 1 ampere. The current through this is what? 1 ampere. So what is this answer? This will be 1 ampere. 1 ampere. That's it. So if you don't remember this, that inductor is at load side, then it is a inductor at load side, then it is a buck converter, inductor at the source side, boost converter. Then if you don't remember that, then you cannot remember this answer. If you don't, if you cannot remember this answer, if you have forgotten how to do this, if you have forgotten that I don't know the relation between output voltage and supply voltage, then the best thing is average voltage across inductor would give what the relation between output voltage and supply voltage. Average current through the capacitor 0, you will get the relation between I0, Is. Okay, see, now we'll be doing all these things also. So first, so you forgot that this is a buck converter. You don't know. Then in the examination, let us suppose switch is closed. It's a which mode? Switch is closed 0 to time t on. At time 0, the switch is closed and you kept that switch closed for t on duration. Inductor. And there is a capacitor. You consider this complete thing as a load. You keep it as a load because it's a load side, no? So keep it as a load. Now tell me what is this V0. Now tell me what is inductor voltage polarity is VL. What is VL? VL is equal to 20 minus V0. 20 minus V0. It's during which time? 0 to time t on. And then, so from 0 to time t on, I got VL is equal to 20 minus V0. That's it, okay? Now next, switch is open. The switch is open. It's a which mode? T on to T. This is where the switch is open. Off time of the switch. If the switch is open, inductor is there. Consider inductor voltage is this. This. I'm considering this as a load. And there is a diode. Normally, in the first case when the switch is closed, I forget to tell one point. When the switch is closed, I have written the circuit like this. Is it okay? Yeah, I have written the circuit. Now see, the positive is connected to, if the switch is closed, the positive is connected to this. Negative is connected to this. So what is diode? Diode would become off. This is what during switch closed time. That's what we discussed. When switch is open, now I will tell you how. Now there is a current through the inductor during T on. At T on, when the switch is open, after T on, when the switch is open, the current is there. So the current will find its path. Means it is, in the first case it is charging, in the second case what? It will discharge. And also I also told one more point, that whenever it is discharging, it will interchange its polarities. See, don't change this now. Don't change these polarities. Actually, it will interchange its polarities. It will interchange these polarities. So don't get confused. Actually, it will interchange its polarity. This will become minus, this will become plus. Minus is connected to what? Diode cathode. Plus is connected to what? Diode anode. So diode will become on. Otherwise, we can also say that there is a current. So inductor will always try to discharge its energy. So it will discharge its energy to this load path and the diode path. Current direction doesn't change. Only voltage polarities will reverse. But I am saying, don't interchange these polarities. Yes, the polarities will interchange, sure, but these are the polarities which you have taken. These are the notations which you have taken. Don't interchange it. Okay? Yeah, this is important point. I will tell you. So this is what during T on to T. Tell me what is VL. This is what V0. If you write the KVL plus VL plus V0 is equal to 0. Tell me what is VL. VL is equal to minus V0. See, VL is minus V0. That means that if you have taken the polarities like this, you are getting minus V0. So what are the actual polarities? That will be minus plus. And also I told you that one, I also told that one, once the switch is open, previously when the switch is closed, the inductor is charging. Once the switch is open, inductor will discharge. When it discharges, it will reverse its polarities. These are what actual polarities. These are what your assumed polarities in the both the cases. You are taken in the first case also this is plus VL. So you have to take plus minus VL only. But actual polarities will be minus V0. So opposite to what you assumed. Okay, this is just like, see, when you are doing circuit analysis, you will assume that both the currents are flowing in the clockwise direction. After that, after you complete the solution, you got I1 is 10 amperes, I2 is minus 5 amperes. That means that the actual direction of this current is like this, just like this. You assumed that here it is plus minus VL. Here also you assumed this plus minus VL. But in the second case, when you are doing that, you got minus V0. So what is the actual thing? This is minus, this is plus. Okay. So whenever you are doing this kind of average voltage is equal to 0, always remember that. Never ever change this plus minus VL. If you keep this one plus minus VL in charging case, means 0 to time on, you also keep this plus minus VL in the discharging, same polarities. But actual answer will give negative, so that means that the polarities are reversing. Inductor is discharging, that means that the polarities are getting reversed. Okay, yeah. So what is this answer? VL is equal to minus V0. So I will just remove this diagram. We'll just remove this diagram. So what I am getting? VL is equal to minus V0. So we know that VL average is equal to what? 0. We know that 1 by T integral 0 to T on VL, that is 20 minus V0, plus from T on to T, that is minus V0, is equal to 0. So from that I can get 20 minus V0 into T on plus minus V0 into T minus T on is equal to 0. From this I can get 20 T on is equal to V0 into T. So what is V0? V0 is equal to 20 into T on by T. That is what? 20 into duty cycle. So you are getting this. So if you forget, so that's what we got. Since I already told you inductor is at load side, means what it is? It is a buck converter. So what is the relation? V0 is equal to duty cycle times Vs. Here also we are getting V0 is equal to 20 times D, duty cycle 0.4 Vs 20. So in the examination, if at any time doubt comes into your mind that I don't know whether it's a buck or boost, then the best thing inductor will give the relation between. Inductor will always, if you write average voltage across inductor is equal to 0, it will give a beautiful relation between output voltage and supply voltage. Okay, if you forget that it's a buck converter, boost converter, anything, then this will give you the beautiful relation. Okay, yeah. Next, for me, I always tell you to remember these things. Okay, next question. A buck converter. He only gave. It's a good buck converter. Then he's working in steady state. See, buck converter. That's why inductor is at the load side. All are buck converters only. Now what we are discussing. The output voltage or inductor can be assumed ripple free. Output voltage. I keep a high capacitor across it so that the output voltage is almost constant. Ripple free means these kind of small kind of ripples will not be there. Increasing, decreasing. I will keep a high inductance so that the current flowing, normal inductor current will be like this. I'm into Imax, inductor current will be like this. I'm into Imax, Imax 2. This has ripples. If the inductance is high, so that inductance is what? Opposition to change of current. If the inductance is very high, opposition to change of current is very high, so that the inductor current is almost ripple free. Okay. Next, the figure B shows this inductor voltage. It is also asked for 1 mark in gate. What is the duty cycle of this? It's a very simple. See, you only give inductor voltage C. He gave that this is plus and this is minus, and he told that from this first mode the VL is 30. In the second mode, when the switch is off, VL is minus 20. It's a switch. I already told you, switch is nothing but any power semiconductor device in the previous classes. It is any power semiconductor device. Now, can't you do these things? Yeah. Tell me first. The best thing. What is the best thing? That VL average is equal to 0. Average voltage across inductor is 0. Tell me what is average voltage across inductor? That is formula 1 by T integral 0 to T VL of T dt is equal to 0. Then after that you will get 1 by T from integral 0 to T on T is 30 plus from T on to T. See, this is what 0, this is what T on. What is T on plus T off? That is total time period T. From T on to T, what is this answer? Minus 20. Okay, tell me this is equal to 0. First I will write complete this answer, then I will make it equal to 0. 1 by T integral 30 into T on and minus 20 into T minus T on. This is equal to 0. So I can write this one as 50 T on is equal to 20 T. Then I can write this one as, what is T on by T? T on by T is 2 by 5. What is 2 by 5? That is 0.4. So what is the duty cycle? Duty cycle is 0.4. What is duty cycle? Duty cycle is 0.4. That's it. See, the question looks very big. He is testing you. Do you know this concept that average voltage across inductor 0? That's it. That is the only concept he's trying to test you. He's trying to test you. Not test you. He is trying to test you. That is the only thing. Whether you know that the average voltage across inductor is 0 or not. Next question. In the chopper circuit, this is what? Input DC. Input DC. This is what? Vs, not V1. It was shown Vs. Okay, it's a constant. Output voltage is assumed ripple free, so it's almost constant. I told you what is the meaning of ripple free. The switch is operated with the time period, means time period T. With the duty cycle D means dt is nothing but the T on. Now he's asking what is the value of D at the boundary of continuous and discontinuous conduction of boundary of continuous and discontinuous conduction. I already told you what is this meaning. What is the value at the boundary of continuous and discontinuous conduction? See, inductor current. Inductor current will be normally like this. This is called as continuous thing. If inductor current is like this, then it is called continuous. If the inductor current has just become 0 before the start of the next thing, see, before the start it has, see, this is before the start of next cycle. This is one cycle, 0, T on T. Before the start of next cycle it has some minimum current. What is the before the start of the cycle? It has 0. Exactly, it is becoming 0 at that position. This is called just continuous. Just continuous. If it is becoming 0 before itself, see, before the start of next cycle it has become 0 before the start of next cycle. This is called as discontinuous. Discontinuous. So we can call this one as this is becoming exactly 0 before the start. Exactly 0 before the start. So this is called as just continuous or discontinuous. You are almost at the boundary of continuous and discontinuous. You are almost. If it is little below, it will become discontinuous. If it is little further, it will become continuous. Okay, so it is at the boundary of this thing. And so the inductor current according to him will be like this. I am drawing IL diagram. See, he told that it is a boundary of discontinuous and continuous inductor current. So it's a boundary of discontinuous and continuous inductor current I have drawn. Sorry. Okay, now. So what is delta IL? That is the maximum minus minimum. maximum minus minimum. So this distance here to here, it is called delta IL. Delta IL. Tell me what is the average part. IL average this. IL average this. Now look at here. Supply voltage is given. Let us suppose the switch is closed. Diode off. Why? Because V1 positive is connected to this, negative is connected to this, diode off. This is first mode. Tell me during the first mode what is IL current? Inductor current is equal to capacitor current plus I0. So inductor current is equal to capacitor current plus I0. This is first mode, the relation. Tell me during the second mode. During the second mode, inductor will discharge its energy through capacitor, through resistor and through diode. Switch is open in this mode. Tell me what is again IL. IL is equal to IC plus I0. So during both the modes, what is IL? IL is equal to IC plus I0. During both the modes, what is IL? IL is equal to IC plus I0. Next, tell me if I write on all the sides 1 by t integration, I do the integration with respect to this. Then if I do the integration 0 to t IC of t dt. If I do 1 by t integration 0 to t I0 of t dt. Then what is this answer? Average inductor current, IL average. What is this answer? IC average. I am doing on all the sides integration. I can do on both sides. IC average. What is this? I0 average. Tell me, we know one good thing. What is we know one good thing? That average current through the capacitor is 0. Average current through the capacitor is always 0. So I can tell you from this that IL average is nothing but what? IL average is nothing but what? IL average is nothing but I0 average. I0 average. Tell me what he told one thing that output voltage is assumed ripple free. If the voltage is assumed ripple free, it means what? Voltage is almost constant. If voltage is constant, voltage by resistance is nothing but current. Current is almost constant. Now tell me what is the average of constant current? That is nothing but I0. See, what is the average of this? Let us suppose what is the average of 2, 2? 2 only. What is the average of 2, 2, 2? What is the answer? 2 only. 2 plus 2 plus 2 by 3. So what is the average? It's nothing but I0. So IL average is nothing but I0. So this green color, which is an average. This green color, which is an average. What is this IL average? IL average is equal to I0. IL average is equal to I0. That's it. Now I will remove all these things. Tell me average means, let us suppose this point is 0. This point is 5. Average means it will pass through off. So for this curve, this line, average line, this is nothing but it is passing through off point, that is 2.5. So this will become what? If this to this distance is delta IL. Now this to this distance is what? Delta IL by 2. Then this to this distance is what? Delta IL by 2. So can I write average? Look at this average. This point is what? I0. That is nothing but IL average. What is this distance? It is exactly at off. Delta IL by 2. So I can write IL average is equal to delta IL by 2. IL average is equal to what? Delta IL by 2. This is the. So if you just remember this one, it is simple. If you can remember this one, it's a simple thing. IL average is equal to delta IL by 2. What is IL average? That is nothing but. What is IL average? That is nothing but I0. So I0 is equal to delta IL by 2. So I want all you to remember this answer. It's the best thing. So I got IL average, the average current which is flowing through this is equal to delta IL by 2. That is nothing but I0. See, I haven't made anything. See, I'm at the boundary of continuous and discontinuous. The current waveform will be like this. And this is IL diagram. And I also proved that IL average is equal to I0. Okay, from this to this the distance is delta IL. The average will pass exactly through the off, so this distance will be delta IL by 2. So can't I write IL average is equal to delta IL by 2? Can't I write IL average is equal to delta IL by 2? Can't I write IL average is nothing but I naught is equal to delta IL by 2? That's it. Okay, so I naught is equal to delta IL. In the same way, if somebody is asking voltage continuous, then it is nothing but V naught is equal to delta Vc by 2, because its relation is always with capacitor, voltage with capacitor, current with inductor. Okay, now look at here. What is the delta IL? How to calculate delta IL? It is your choice. You can calculate in one mode, first mode, or you can calculate in second mode, whichever is easy. So I will calculate in first mode. Switch closed, diode off, inductor and capacitor, resistor. This is Vs, this is V naught, this is what? Inductor. Okay, now tell me, let us suppose this is VL. Now tell me, first when I am going in this, first I am touching minus Vs, then I am touching plus VL, then I am touching plus V naught is equal to 0. Tell me what is VL? VL is equal. Okay, so VL is equal to Vs minus V naught. From this I can write VL, L into dI by dt is equal to Vs minus V naught. It's a which mode? It's a first mode. That is what 0 to time t on. It's a first mode. So during the first mode, L into di, that is the current through the inductor. Okay, so we can write that one as delta IL, change in inductor current. By what is the change in time? T on is equal to what? Vs minus V naught. So what is delta IL? Delta IL is equal to Vs minus V naught into T on by L. Vs minus V naught into T on by L. So I got delta IL is equal to Vs minus V naught into T on by L. So delta IL is equal to Vs minus V naught into T on by L. Okay, now what is V naught? V naught is equal to duty cycle times Vs. So in place of delta IL I can write that as Vs minus duty cycle times Vs, because it's a which? It is a which converter? Inductor is at load side, so it's a buck converter. So that's why V naught is equal to into T on. T on can be written as dt. T on can be written as dt by L. So I can write, now this is what delta IL. Delta IL. Tell me what is I naught? I naught is nothing but the current flowing through this thing, resistance, current flowing through the load. Now what is I naught? I naught is equal to V naught by R. So I got finally two things. So I got it. I naught is equal to V naught by R. This is one equation. And also I got delta IL. This is another equation. So can I substitute in here? So I naught, that is V naught by R, is equal to Vs into 1 minus T into dt by L. What is V naught? That is D times Vs by R is equal to Vs into D 1 minus T times T by L. Both will get cancelled. So finally I can write from here this equation. So I can write that L is equal to 1 minus D into TR. So L by TR is equal to 1 minus T. Okay. Yeah. See, I naught is equal to delta IL by 2 missed. So this is 2L. So tell me now, 1 minus 2L by RT is equal to what? Duty cycle. 1 minus 2L by RT is equal to what? Duty cycle. So what is the option? The option is 3. It's a simple thing. If you just see, for the sake of understanding, I told a lot of things, but you can start from here. If you just remember, I0 is equal to delta IL by 2. For delta IL, you need to take one mode. It's your choice. Do you want to take first mode or do you want to take second mode? Okay. Then I will get all these things one by one, finally completed. So now see the second case. Next question. The chopper is employed to charge a capacitor as shown in the figure. Okay, a chopper is to charge a battery. To charge a battery, a chopper is employed. Okay, the charging current is 5 amperes. Duty cycle is 0.2. Inside the chopper I am talking about. The chopper output voltage is shown in the figure. See, to charge a battery, they kept a chopper. Chopper, what is the output of the chopper? It's a DC output. The chopper output is like this. It's not a pure DC. It is this kind of thing. Now he's asking what is the peak-to-peak ripple current in the charging. In charging current, what is the peak-to-peak ripple? Simple. So first case I will just tell you one thing. See, just from this time to this time you take. From 0 to time. From 0 to time. 200 seconds. 200 microseconds. What is the VDC? VDC means the chopper output. 60 volts. It is a pure DC. So 60 volts battery. Okay. Now there is connected to inductor. Connected to 12 volts. Now this is the current. Okay. Can I write now the equation that if you just write the equation, minus 60 plus VL plus 12 is equal to 0. Tell me what is VL? VL is equal to 60 minus 12, that is 48. Now this is the current. Now tell me what is VL? That is equal to L into dI by dt. This current. 48. Tell me what is L into dI means delta I. Delta I by change in time. What is the change in time? 200 microseconds. So 200 into 10 power minus 6 is equal to what? 48. What is inductance? Inductance value is 20 into 10 power minus 3. 20 into 10 power minus 3. So what I will get after this 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3 would get cancelled, that is 10 power minus 3. 200 into 10, that is 10. Delta is equal to 0.48 amperes. That is delta I means what? See, the inductor current is like this. The inductor current is like this. What is delta I? That is the ripple. Ripple in which current? This current. What is this current? Charging current. So he is asking peak to peak ripple means what is the distance between these two? What is the difference between these two? That is what? I already told delta is means what? I max minus I min. Delta is what? I max minus I min. So this is what is asking peak to peak ripple. Peak to peak ripple. What is a peak to peak ripple? I got 0.48 amperes. Simple. Okay, now take see. You can also do it in another way. See, tell me from this time to this time what is the voltage? From 200 to 200 microseconds to 1 millisecond. What is the voltage? VDC 0 volts. Where is the inductor? Here. What is the voltage? DC volts. Okay. Now can I write again same thing? This is VL. Tell me what is, if I go like this, plus VL. If I go like this, plus 12 is equal to 0. VL is what? Minus 12. What I can write? L into dI by dt. This what is this current? I. So dI by dt. dI is what? Change in current. So just a change in current means that's ripple. Change in current. Change in current means ripple. Okay, so L is what? 20 into 10 power minus 3. dI is just kept like this. dt is what is change in time? Change in time is 1 millisecond minus 200 microseconds. So that is 800 microseconds. 200 plus 800 will become 1000 microseconds. 1000 microseconds is nothing but so this is minus 12. So tell me now, 10 power minus 3, 4. Now what is this answer? This is 40. Now what is this answer? 480 minus 480 into 10 power minus 3. So we will get minus 0.48. So what is the delta I am getting? Delta I am getting minus 0.48. Why I am getting minus? See, first case during charging, it is Imax minus Imin, so it is positive. In the second case, final point, Imin minus Imax, so it is what? Negative. Okay, so he is just asking what is the peak to peak ripple. Peak to peak ripple. So just asking what is the peak to peak ripple. See, in the first case I got 0.48. So this distance. This is also same distance only because it is just Imax minus Imin. This is what Imax minus Imin. No, this is what Imin minus Imax, because in the second case, final point Imin minus Imax. What is this final point? Imax minus Imin. That's it. So in both the cases I got minus 0.48, so my answer is correct.